we are going to check out Pew. We are going to be checking out Pew, who makes the best PCC, which I'm not entirely sure what PCC stands for, but it's Pew. Pistol caliber carbine. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I gonna like this. I'm gonna like this. Okay, easy BC. Have a good night. Xanax, my buddy is humming with anticipation. Let's do this. Sorry, I missed it. I need to see that again. I have to see that again. I missed it, chat. Oh my. More, please.
Pistol caliber carbines. Whether you're in the backyard plinking, running some competition, or LARPing in the woods with your boys, these are always a great way to have fun without breaking the bank. So I brought out 6.
Okay, chat. First of all, no. I refuse.
Gore of Thor asked me, let this be a preemptive message. Down girl, down bad kitty. The chaos of words, seeking balance in jest. Let us focus on grace and strength, for together we have a purpose beyond the fray.
No, I just want to squirm by watching Pew shoot like an absolute aimbot Chad. Melina. Thank you. Okay. I have question. I've heard this expression used a couple times. Does LARPing in the woods mean something different when it comes to the firearm community? Because I always knew it as live action roleplay. With like Dungeons and Dragons or World of Darkness, you know, basically pretending, basically role-playing. Is it something different with, you know, the gun community? The same but military? Like, yeah, full like I get that, but like, do you go full tactical setup and run drills and shoot shit, or are you pretending you're doing a combat mission, or what is it? You do like her, like, is it just like running drills? That kind of stuff? Like airsoft? Yeah, but they're talking about airsoft, but he's talking about using real firearms, not airsoft firearms. Pretending you actually know what you're doing? Okay. I don't know. It's just, this is the second time I've heard it used as, you know, the expression of LARPing in full, you know, full tactical gear with live firearms. So I was just wondering if it was something different than what I always knew LARPing to be in like the actual RPG communities.
Different PCCs. These are some of my favorite, and they all function a little bit different. So we're going to test ergonomics, shootability, and functionality. And we're going to figure out which is the best PCC overall. So starting over here, we got an MPX. I think this is probably going to be the most popular one, but it's like $3,000. Then we got the PSA AKV. This is one of my favorites. Then, of course, we got the good old MP5.
Cheer 100 LARPing in the Woods is full tac gear with simunition.
Oh, simunition. Really? Okay. Okay. Interesting choice.
PSA AKV, this is one of my favorites. Then of course we got the good old MP5. This is a PTR upper on an Aeronox MP5 lower. Then we got the new CMMG Descent chambered in 45 ACP, the CMMG Banshee. Then we got the good old space gun from Chris. This is the Vector in 45 ACP. So first test is going to be manual of arms. All of these look a little bit different.
Game? I know. I was squirming on the edge of my seat, waiting for him to slap the bolts. But he didn't. Does that make me a gooner? I think I'm gooning, chat.
So I'm going to do on the timer, on the table, unloaded, pick it up, load it in a mag, load it, 2 shots on target as fast as we can go. See which one does it best. Before we get started, I got to thank today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is going to be Tac Pack. Tac Pack. Tac Pack is a monthly subscription service that sends you tactical gear to your house every single month.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way and really love it when Pew slaps the MP5 bolts.
Let's go ahead and check out what is in this month's Tac Pack. First up, we got some good old mechanic gloves. You can never have too many of these things laying around. Then we got some good old Walker razors. You can never have too much ear pro. I feel like I'm always
act like I wouldn't want to be the one getting slapped like the bolt.
See a damn thing because of that glare, but I'll show you afterwards. And we got a stainless steel water container from
I wouldn't be doing the slapping. Rat bastard.
Flash grenade. Also, that was awesome. Then right here we got the Halo Optics rangefinder, the good old T-Rex T-shirt Tac Pack edition. And you got a Radiant charging handle, a Reptilia CQG grip. I did it twice. That's, you guys seen that. AMB 50 degree safety selector for your rifle. Some good old sticky targets.
Scarlet? Yes.
Good old wiener
I've
sticker.
never made
Right
this
now,
a secret.
Tac Pack Plus is doing their highest value box ever. It's worth $388 this month, so you don't want to miss this. I also have a code
Not
for you
by
guys
me,
that's gonna
Bobcat,
give you
you
a free
don't.
box worth $98, bringing the total value to $486 for this month. New subscribers could use code PEW to get that free box worth $98. Tac Pack has 2 different tiers, the standard and the plus. The standard costs $59.95 and typically has a value of $90 to $120.
Are you trying to get me revved up even higher? My RPMs are already at 5,000 for God's sake.
$20 inside of the box. And Tac Pack Plus is going to cost you $139.95, but the value of the box is typically around $240 to $300. But this month,
that is
the
a
value of your
gorgeous
box
gun
is
collection behind him.
$88. Remember to use
Like
code
they all
PEW.
have
You're
this
also
beautiful
gonna get a
gun
box
collection.
valued at
Brandon too.
$88, bringing your total value to $486. Thank you, Tac Pack, for sponsoring another video. Let's get back to it. First up, we got the PSA AKV. I can't AK very well, so I'm not going to be as fast with this, but with a PSA, you do have a bolt release on this side, so it'll save some time. I won't have to come underneath of it to charge it. 247 MP5. These things are
Oh God.
not for speed. These bitches are built for comfort. You ready?
Again. That one again.
$279. SIG MPX. This will be a little bit quicker.
Oh, but resin. It's the slap.
Because it is an AR-15 platform, so you got AR-15 controls. Also, this one is ambi, so when I get the mag in, I can just hit that with my index finger. Save a little bit of time. 222.
Oh, the Chris.
So bad, I was like stuttering on it, thinking it was gonna go off. 331.
Oh, that was surprising. Hang on. I actually want to see that because that was interesting with the Chris. I wouldn't. Okay, Mosh, you have a Vector. Please tell me, is the trigger action on the Vector really that stiff? Because the way what he was saying is he was trying to basically feather the trigger to get rapid fire out of it, but the trigger, it sounded like what he was saying is the trigger was very stiff and he couldn't feather the trigger. Is that true for most Vectors? That it has a longer trigger pull? Okay. Okay, cool. I mean, you have one. I figure, you have one. You're in my chat. Of course, I'm gonna ask you.
So bad, I was like stuttering on it, thinking it was gonna go off. 331. Not a very fast gun. CMMG Descent 45. Got caught up on my sweatshirt.
Hey.
253. CMMG
Wait.
253.
Blind hip fire. Ping.
CMMG Banshee. 232. All right, let's talk about the operating systems of these PCCs a little bit. This one right here, the CMMG Banshee, is a radial delay blowback. So basically your bolt goes in, it locks, goes bang, waits a second, so your recoil is a little bit smoother than like a direct blowback. These things are priced around $1,500, but it's like
Ada, I plead the fifth.
AR-15 platform. So you can do any brace, stock, any trigger, any pistol grip. There's all sorts of aftermarket parts for an AR-15 platform. So if you're somebody that likes to customize their gun, this is a great option. Same story over here with a new CMMG.
He's able to rapid fire that so nicely. He's not endorsed via full auto away, please.
Descent is still the radial delayed blowback, but it's bufferless. You can put a side folding stock or brace on it, and you can AK it. You can also flip it over to the other side of the gun if you want to run that. I just run the True North hand stops on everything, so it's directly in my way. Over here it's probably a little bit faster to get on your gun, but AKing, it's fun. I just want to show you guys the recoil difference in between.
It's 8 years. I'm divided on the charging handle configuration. I am so used to an AR M16/M4 charging handle. This feels weird to me. I know a lot of people love it. I love it, and Eki, who no, they're not Hello Kitty. Duplexo thong, no hush. I know some people like the AK style handle. I've actually never had the opportunity to fire a weapon with an AK style charging handle. So I'm not sure if I'd like it or not. My gut feeling is I'm so used to the AR M16M4 style charging handles, I think this would be uncomfortable for me. Just as gut feel. Now, who knows? If I ever am able to fire an AK style rifle, I may love it. I may. I do not know. Who knows? Maybe I will take a vacation next summer to California and go to a range and try one out. But I don't know. It looks awkward.
Hey King, it's fun. I just want to show you guys the recoil difference in between 9mm and this 45. So we'll start over here with the MPX. Just gonna go in the dirt, just watch recoil.
What?
45
Okay.
ACP. That's insane,
Oh.
dude.
Okay. Chat, I could be crazy, but I thought there was a noticeable difference in that recoil. Hang on, let's see it again.
Just gonna go in the dirt, just watch recoil.
Yeah?
45 ACP.
Noticeable more recoil on that. There was some noticeable. I think this one seemed like it had more recoil. To my eye, that first one, yeah. Oh yeah, I understand. But I think also, well, hang on.
ACP.
Because this one is 9mm, right?
9mm and this 45.
Yeah, okay.
Watch recoil.
So then that does make perfect sense. And yeah, I know the Lord's caliber, but you know what? A 9mm is still gonna put someone down just like a 45 will. A fucking 22 will put someone down just like a 45 will. So, Evil Dust Killer, thank you for the follow. Okay, Godzilla King, have a wonderful night.
That's insane, dude. Like, slightly more muzzle rise, maybe, but this thing is...
Yeah, and like I got off track with what I was saying. There is noticeably more recoil, but it's not a lot. It isn't. And honestly, that's not a surprise. Because yes, it's a 45, but it's a longer barrel. You have a better grip on the weapon. You can see the muzzle is ported. So you're not going to get much flip on the muzzle. You're not going to get a terrible amount of recoil because you're working off of a completely different platform. So yeah, it's a 45 versus 9mm. You're gonna be deadly fucking accurate. If you're accurate with a 9mm pistol, you're gonna be even more accurate in an AR platform.
super light shooting. So we got radial delayed blowback right here, buffer and bufferless. I don't know what's going on up in here, some magic with their buffer system. I don't know, but for a 45 ACP, that thing shoots softer than most of the 9mm up here. That thing is crazy good, and I like 45, so. We're gonna skip this one because I don't know jack shit about it, so pause. But MPX right here, this is a piston operating system, and you still got all your AR-15 controls, also buffaloes.
Pew. Relax. You can save the tongue twisters for another time.
Great white buffalo.
The great what?
Great white buffalo.
Why are you guys whispering?
Great white buffalo.
That was really helpful, you guys. Thank you.
Also bufferless, so you can put a side folding stock on it. Also do all your cool, crazy stuff that you could with an AR-15. Bad thing about these is you cannot just drop a regular AR-15 trigger in it. You gotta get MPX triggers, and not very many companies make them. I think this is a Temney trigger. I don't know, I didn't put the gun together. The good old MP5. This is a roller delayed system. Good old German engineering. These things are awesome to shoot. Super soft shooting. If you've ever shot an MP5, you know what I'm talking about. Only shitty part is these triggers were made to be full auto, so running them semi-auto is not easy to do. These things are fairly slow. I think you can get trigger packs for them, but they're like $400 or $500. These things were made in the 80s, so fair enough, but it's still nostalgic. It's just fun to have. These are awesome backyard blinkers. Then we got the PSA AKV. This thing is direct blowback. This is probably one of my favorite guns, sitting on the table to shoot at the range, just because the ALG trigger in it is very easy to bump fire, so
Yeah, oh, yeah.
yeah, that's just fun. It go Bert. It go Bert. These things are also like $800-900.
And, Alex, you forgot your firstborn also. But, let's be honest. Is it worth it? Ha ha ha.
I think this one's like $1,100 because it's got the full rail that likes to party down here. For a cheap gun, I have put thousands of rounds through this thing. We haven't had any issues with it. That's a lie. I broke the firing pin in like the first 300 rounds. But after that, after the market firing pin, it's been fine. This is a solid gun. Obviously, it's not as fast as the AR-15 style guns, but if you're an AK guy, it'll probably be right up your alley. But it's 9mm and we can afford the ammo for it. These ALG triggers in these things are so controllable when you're bump firing. You can do like 2 or 3 round bursts on targets. No, this is not full auto. Don't come shoot my dog. But here you go.
He was just bump firing a very rapid burst. That was faster than most full auto timings. Again.
Here you go.
Zed, it's when you pull the trigger, you position the rifle in such a way that when you pull the trigger, it recoils, and then when it returns to its normal forward position, like slightly more forward position after the recoil has rebounded off of your shoulder, your finger is in the natural position that it just happens to pull the trigger again. So it's basically taking a semi-automatic firearm and making it full auto just by holding it in a certain proper way. That's what bump firing is.
Yeah, it's just badass. It's cool that you can do that. I don't have to like belt loop it or anything like that. If I just loosely hold it into my shoulder and just tap the trigger without gripping this. Go off. Obviously you can do singles. Or you can just let her eat. All that for like $1,000. These things are fucking awesome. Here we got the space gun. I don't fully understand how this thing works, but it is delay blowback, but it does like one of these things. So your felt recoil is not straight back into your shoulder. Instead it goes down and this stock bitch slaps the hell out of you. This thing was made by some mad scientists that probably went to SDI. So if you want to be a mad scientist, you should probably go to SDI and hit the link down in the description below. Get your start in gunsmithing today. That was smooth, but stuff like the Chris Vector.
Oh, you've got ad? Oh, are you talking about his SDI? That's normal with all base.
Hard to accessorize. I mean, they make some aftermarket parts for it, but it's nothing like an AR-15 style rifle where you can just add whatever the hell you want. Got one right here that I put as many aftermarket stuff on it as I could find, like this thing. But this thing weighs like 15 pounds. I mean, for a 45 ACP, not ideal. I like the old style better because you can put a side folder on it instead of the buffer tube. I don't know why they went to a buffer tube. This design is a little bit better. I think as far as shootability or manual of arms, the MPX is taking it because AR-15 controls, and this one is ambi. A close second is going to be the CMMG Banshee because, again, AR-15 controls. So if you're an AR guy, you're used to AR-15 controls. These three are going to be for you. Yeah, that's what I was talking about with the charging handle. This one is probably going to be the quickest. It was made for competition. Then over here, we got the good old Chris Vector. These things are just sweet to look at, but I don't want to run it in a competition, and I don't want to shoot it a whole lot because I think bitch slaps the hell out of you when you shoot it. So it's fun for about one mag. Just a cool novelty item to hang on the wall and show the boys. Yeah. Over here, you got the good old MP5. Now, this is just a timeless classic. It's just fun to shoot. These things never get old. I can take to the range and shoot it all day long. But if I could only choose one sitting on this table right here, the PSA AKV is taking it because this thing is just awesome. It's fun, it's cheap, it's reliable. That is all we got for you guys. Thanks for watching.
He's so good at that. Oh, he's so good at that.
Operation system. Operational system? Operation system. Operating system. Is this what I said? We took the long way, but we got there.
We needed that, chat. I needed that. That was so nice. So, Tice, do you think that's gonna make me quieter? Or louder?